Good everyone, Les here, Chief Analyst of BG Trading. Hope you are well. Today is September 16th, 2024. Now for about analyzing Bock Inc, which the SX code is SQ2. This is a stock that got my attention recently as we are heading towards monetized easing with Fed cutting interest rates, and that could directly benefit a company like Bock in a majority of these their businesses. And we want to explore the opportunity of potentially buying this stock at the current levels and see whether there is some fundamental, a positive fundamental outlook for a Bock. What are the key risks, and also from the technical perspective, if the stock is trading at what we call buying area or not. So let's have a look. Remember, this is not a financial advice, it's just from BG Trading, sharing with you how we apply BGS20 strategy together with our VIP members to chase 20 to 40% profit within a 1 to 3 month time. Trades like we've done recently with Zip, which we achieve 80% profit. Also with Eppen, which we achieve 75% profit. And Drone Shield, our latest trade, which we achieved about 42% profit. So all available in our Facebook community, which I like to invite to. We call a buy, grow, sell strategy for share traders. We're putting the link for our community at the description below. Take a look in there and make sure you become part of, because we post our great quality content for our non-VIP members and for our VIP members as well. All about potential buying opportunities of the stocks that could lead to 20-40% profit within the range that we have just mentioned before. So very interesting community to be part of. Just a quick recommendation before we go through this fundamental analysis is that if you're going to be buying any stock for the sake of trading or investing or for long term or short term, so I recommend you to look into the fundamentals first. Try to understand what the company does, what are the key fundamental metrics look like by the time you're buying, and most importantly, what is the outlook of the company for the next 6 months or 12 months based on potential guidance or outlook on a latest financial report. Any data that can give you a little bit indication that the business that you're buying has actually a positive outlook, therefore increasing the likelihood of a share price appreciation, which is exactly why we are here. We want to make 20 to 40% in any particular stock that we are analyzing. So we obviously offer this full information for our VIP members, including targets, entry levels for any stock that we are normally discussing in this channel, a risk assessment. But for anyone that is not a VIP member, you can have access to this full analysis as well. Obviously, doesn't have capital inflow or trading considerations, but has our overview of the company itself and the key risks that that lead us to analyze this stock and look as a potential buying opportunity. So detail will be at the description right below here. So now let's understand Bock. Bock has a few businesses within, and the main business is Square, which is a financial service business that offer a POS system, a payment integrated platform that allows retail stores to collect data, collect orders, take customer orders, and then process payments. And then Square even offers loans as well. So essentially a little bit what Tyro does, but in a much wider range of products. In fact, Square wanted to sort of have a monopoly of the full ecosystem. So merchant services is the key business for Square, then also consumer services, which include cash apps that help consumers and businesses to manage their finances. So also there's a cash borrowing and cash app taxes. So it's a vast range of products. And then recently acquired a buy now, pay later platform, which he was called Afterpay here in Australia. So it's still called Afterpay, but they have acquired that, and really to have this full range of products and services within this huge ecosystem. Bock also offers a Bitcoin trading in a cash app, which allows users to buy and sell or hold Bitcoin directly through this app, which is something that Zip has recently trying to do, but they sort of held the project. I think they might will look back in the future, but anyway, Bock has managed to come up with that effectively. Well, if you look into the revenue stream, we can see that about 17% of the total Cash App gross profit comes from a buy now, pay later activities. Then 7% from Bitcoin trading, and then financial services 38%. So it's a huge. So financial services is pretty much where Bock Inc. is mostly positioned into the market. And then instant deposits as well, so 29%. And if you can see here, the buy now pay later platform continues to grow year on year, like 28%, but the majority of the growth is from Bitcoin. Interesting enough, 60% growth of Bitcoin year on year. And then the second largest growth was from financial services. So again, this is not comparable to Zip. It is a much wider business, and it's critical to understand that. Now, this analysis was based on the key fundamental metrics based on a financial report for 2023. Remembering this is a US company, so the financial year is actually the same as a calendar year. It's not, it doesn't finish in 30th of July as we do here in Australia. It actually finished in 30th of December. So the full year of FY23 means that we had the full calendar year for FY23, if it makes sense. So the revenue was still increasing about 26% for the whole group. That's what I'm looking at. Gross profit of 27% as well. EBITDA adjusted reached 1.2 billion, 40% increase year on year, demonstrating a strong underlying business performance. So as you can see, in the last financial year, Bock has still increasing remarkably into this space and sustainably. That's what it looks like. Again, I want to highlight here that Bitcoin revenue has contributed to $10.5 billion, 25% increase. This is a huge company compared to Zip. That's the reality of this. And the Square total debt was $4.1 billion, which include convertible notes that could lead to potential shareholder dilution. So just gotta watch that. It's still convertible notes in FY23. Now, I'm going to go straight to Q2, which is the most recent quarter. So you can see still a revenue growth of 11% year on year for that quarter, and the previous quarter was 14% growth. So it looks like Bock still growing. This is the whole group growth fundamental metric that we're looking at. So Bitcoin revenue contributes to 2.6 billion, continues to grow 9% in this quarter, and Bitcoin continues to grow in this latest quarter, and GPV growth of 5% year on year. So moderated growth into very gloomy macroeconomic circumstances, but with the Fed cutting rates and European Central Bank just recently cutting rates as well, so we might have this company, most of its underlying business directly benefiting from those interest rate cuts, because as consumer discretionary improves, business environment improves, there is likely to increase the number of transactions for Square, Afterpay, and the other businesses that Bock owns. So gross profit increased 23% in the last quarter, which is positive. As you can see here, the gross profit has continued to increase. Unfortunately, the net profit is very thin still. But the outlook for FY24 is still positive. As you can see here, they are looking at 34% margin for like EBITDA margin for FY24, which is still we're still looking at the next 6 months that we are within now until 30th of December. And then obviously with the interest rate cut again, that should benefit the business and therefore pump the stock price. So take a look on this analysis. I'm going to jump now to the technical aspect of this stock. If you've been holding this particular stock over the last 52 weeks, you'd be losing money right now. So let's measure exactly what looks like over the last 52 weeks. So we're pretty much in September now, September 14th, right here. So you'll be essentially losing about 9%, which suggests that Bock wouldn't have been a very good investment, provided the market has gone up quite substantially. Therefore, underperforming the market. However, if you look at, we saw a change of a behavior here, where most of those stocks, including Bock, has start falling in 2022. Even Bock was about $200 a share, has gone down all the way to $62 a share, and now trading essentially around $95 as we speak. If you look into, we had quite a few trading opportunities here. One is 30% in February and March. Then obviously later last year when we bought Zip and many of the tech stocks, there was a 99% trading range, which we haven't traded there. We traded Zip instead, but we could have essentially locked about 50% profit out of this transaction here, but we haven't done that. But now, if you look into, this is a sideways consolidation in my opinion, and we could say a share price fluctuation, at least 35% share price fluctuation here. But most importantly, if you look into invest into this fintech space, Bock seems to be a very stable stock to own, and for anyone that is has a low risk appetite, I think this is a very interesting stock to look at. And if you look at what it's been trading over the last few months, there's a trading range here very clear from this hypothetical support line level just under $90 to $125 right there, which offers 45% upside. Now, if buying the stock today, for example, at technically fair price for the short term, but it's still technically discounted price for the long term, therefore answering the question whether we should be buying is, therefore putting Bock into a buying area. It is in buying area as we speak. So if Bock goes and tests its most recent hypothetical resistance level, buying now could lead to a 30% profit within 1 to 3 months. So therefore, Bock for us is a buying opportunity. The relative strength is relatively weak at the moment. However, the outlook, the growth outlook as per the last quarter report is still positive. And provided that we have a interest rate cut by Fed, potentially, most likely this week, and then interest rate cut by Central Bank of Europe already happened, we could see this stock start changing its trading behavior and trigger a rally, especially when Fed cuts rate this month. So just keep this on watch list if you don't want to trade. I'm very positive about Square at the moment. I don't think we're going to do huge ranges as Zip does. I mean, again, like I'm not comparing apples to apples. This is a whole fruit basket in comparison to Zip, which is just Apple. But the macroeconomic outlook is positive, and fundamentals still look pretty decent for Block, and therefore put Block into a buying area at the moment as for a BG trading BGS20 strategy. Guys, hope this was valuable. Let us know what you think about Square or Block, whatever you want to call this particular stock, and put in the comments below. And good luck to everyone. I will come up with more videos this week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.